right, we have one more speaker. Miss Hart is going to come talk.
So when I started this last year, it wasn't about, breast cancer didn't have a significance for me. It was about getting kids involved and giving back to the community. And it wasn't until March of this year that this hit home. In March, at the end of March, I had fun in Mexico with spring break. The day that I landed, I got an email from my best friend's sister. And any of you guys who have a best friend, they become like family to you, and their families become like family to you. Melissa wrote me and told me that she had been diagnosed with a form of breast cancer that is so rare that only 5% of the diagnoses are this type of cancer. It also happens to be the most aggressive. Melissa's 39 years old. She has 3 kids, ages 10 and under. We were sorority sisters. We went to college together. Her sister is my best friend. I've been there at every major milestone, so she is like a sister to me. She gets her diagnosis, and because this kind of cancer is so aggressive, when people are diagnosed, they're automatically diagnosed at stage 3 or 4. I'm not telling you this story for you guys to feel sorry for me or feel sorry for Melissa, because you really don't know Melissa. So the reason I tell you is because this kind of cancer isn't like finding a lump. It isn't she was doing vigilant checks. That's not what it was. It masks itself as an infection. So the breast becomes red, swollen, tender, and hot to the touch, so it looks like it's an infection. She went to the doctor. The doctor thought she had an infection, so they gave her a round of antibiotics. Didn't work, so they gave her stronger antibiotics. Those didn't work either, and finally they said maybe there's something else going on. They did a biopsy, and sure enough, she has what's called inflammatory breast cancer. She was initially staged at stage 4, but she got a second opinion, and she's actually really what's called stage 3B because it hasn't spread to any major organs or into her bones. It is so important for you guys to be aware of changes. It is super important to seek medical attention if something changes, because your lives matter. This entire month of October, we are raising funds for mammograms for Lincoln County through North Lincoln Hospital. And it is super, super important that all of these people who are fighting this disease know that they never fight alone. So as you can see, your leadership students are modeling this year's t-shirts for Pink Out. No one fights